Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello, welcome to another video from toy-polloi. Now today's video is just going to be a little quick fix on the vintage Action Man dog Brutus. Now Brutus was a mail away toy, so you had to collect the stars off the back of packets of the figures and the uniforms to send away for him. So he's a pretty cool little thing, not articulated at all, it's just a solid piece of plastic, but he does have a collar on and he should have a chain lead that Action Man can hold. But as you can see, more often than not this little chain is missing. So today I'm going to replace that so that Action Man can take back control of Brutus and he's not going to just run away. So let's have a look at what you need to do. So here we have Brutus, and as you can see at some point the chain has snapped and it's been replaced with a bit of cotton on this toy. So I'm just going to take a knife and cut that cotton off because we don't need that. Now the chain itself was a gold chain and it was about, well, let's say about sort of 20 centimeters long. The length doesn't really matter because you can sort of vary it as you want. So I've had a quick look on eBay and see what I can buy, and I found the perfect sort of solution, which is this gold chain. Now the chain links have to be sort of, if you want to make it accurate, have to be a certain style, and the style that you want is called curb link. If I bring this up to the camera, you can see these sort of overlock rather than just being simple loops of chain. They sort of lock together, and this is called a curb link chain. Now I picked this up, as I say, from eBay from China. It cost less than £2. I think it's about twice the length that I need. It took a little while to get here, but it's going to be a perfect match. Now it has some extra bits that we don't need on either end, but most of it we can sort of just use. So to start with, I'm going to remove this end sort of little bit of chain, which is a slightly different sort of diameter. So I've just got some wire cutters here, and I'm going to cut off that chain, but leave the loop on because that loop we'll use to attach to the main part of Brutus. So I'm just going to snip that with these wire cutters. I thought that would be easier than that. It's actually quite tough stuff. I think that's cut it. So I'll get my just a pair of pliers in. I should be able to bend that open now. This is tougher than I thought. I thought this was going to be quite a cheap chain, but it's actually sort of fairly well made. So there we go, we've removed the little excess bit on the end, and we can now attach this ring to the sort of remaining clip that still is on Brutus here. As you can see, we still have the original clip here on Brutus. If not, you can actually buy these sort of little clips quite easily from various places. I'm just going to unhook that. We can then hook the loop back onto it from the new bit of chain and bring that round so it's sort of back in the bottom section, like so. We've now reattached the chain there, and we can just clip that back onto the little buckle part. In fact, I think that's actually clipped on the wrong place of this toy, because there is a sort of little hoop, as you can see on the back of the collar. I think that's actually where it's supposed to be linked on. So I'm going to link mine back onto there. So there's the chain attached. Now we just want to cut this down to about 20 centimeters. So again, I'm just going to use my wire cutters just to cut through so that this is about 20 centimeters long. So here with the wire cutter, I'm going to cut through just one chain. That's better. And there we have it cut. Now I could just leave the end of the chain like that, but this little necklace I bought has a little tag at one end, and I thought it'd be quite nice to stick that back on this end so it just looks like the end of the lead, a sort of a handle at the end of the lead. So again, I'm just going to cut off the chain, the bit that we don't need, like so, and then we're left with a loop and this little tag. So hopefully I can just open up that loop with a pair of pliers, if I can find the end, which I can, like so, and then I should be able to thread this onto the end of the chain. This is all quite fiddly, and then we'll close that loop up. And there you go, the chain now just has a little tag at the end of it, which I think looks quite nice. It's obviously not how the original would have come, but just adds a little detail to this new gold chain. And now Action Man can take Brutus for a walk without the fear of him running away, because at least he's got some control over him. So as I said, this is a fairly simple thing to do, but I like to try and sort of document all of the fixes that I do here at Toy-polloi as I go along, even if they're really simple. When with this one, really all you need to do is to buy some chain and make sure that it is this curb link so that it has a nice sort of pattern to it, and that's how the original chain would have looked. So I hope this simple fix video has been of interest to you, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos. You can also follow Toy-polloi on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.